Hey, hey, hey!
Hey.
What's up, everyone? Can you guys hear
What's
us?
good?
We're going to do a little quick test. Let's hear it in the chat. Can you hear all of us?
Do we sound like music?
Everyone starts
yeah.
skimming. Everyone in the band starts
Everyone
skimming.
starts.
Meow, 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 meow.
Wow, wow, wow.
Oh God!
All right, so you guys can
Richard
hear
just is gone.
Respect.
Richard had places to be because this is a bit much.
us. Yeah, Richard will be back. I think he's making a mixed drink. I
Ooh,
actually suggest that people make mixed drinks and get your little...
I was gonna.
drinks ready.
Oh, you're doing Nooners?
I got
dude.
Nooners, I got Kurs.
Got Kurs. I totally was gonna get beer for this, but then I forgot and I ran out of time. So, I'm
Well,
just doing.
you know, maybe
doing
you
water.
can run to the store when Coma plays and be back in time.
Honestly, I could. I probably could. On any of these songs, I probably could. To be honest.
Yeah.
Um.
Well, cool. We have we have 80 people in for sure. YouTube is crushing it with 60. Twitch, we have 21. We're gonna just casually chill for.
Apparently,
I
we
don't
have to
know,
wait
another
for
5-10
for
minutes.
Churd, anyways.
Yeah. Churd will be back. But
I don't know if we're gonna get Werned. I see some people in the chat asking about the old Wern dog. He's on vacation, so
Yeah, he's.
and it's
doing
also
it.
that time zone shit. So
Yeah.
I'm not asking that.
He's not here because he's European.
Yeah.
Someone said I was a little quiet. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you sounded good.
Cool.
Hearing you and James chat. How do I sound?
Yeah,
I just need to know how I
that's-
sound.
You sound
You
good.
sound
You look
beautiful.
good. Look, it's honestly a little strange to see you in a room that isn't like perfectly lit and cameraed and the whole thing. It's kind of weird.
Or like RGB gamer lit.
Yeah, I don't know if I like it.
Guys, should I eat this whole sandwich on stream?
Yeah.
Please don't.
Oh,
No.
dang.
Is that one made with
should-
love though? That's the real question.
Pour Smirnoff all over it first.
Oh yes.
Made with love. Nice. There
All
it
right.
is, James.
Well.
He's not looking.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, dude, that's fucking great.
Richard, can you walk us through your little cocktail you got?
Yeah, what'd you get? Your little cocktail?
Oh, it's a michelada.
Oh, you made a meach, dude? God
It's a
damn.
I really
michelada.
don't know what that is, though.
I made a meat.
Bro.
Yeah.
Oh
you know.
my god.
So you
dude,
got some
hell
chili
yeah.
salt around the rim. You got it's like a beer, and then some hot sauce, a little Worcestershire, and lime juice.
So you can only really
Some
drink
people add like
one
tomato juice or
two
clamato or anything.
in a sitting.
Well, no, they're pretty like mild because like you add a bunch of ice and stuff too, so
Okay.
they're refreshing without it actually being like a lot of alcohol.
Like filling.
you know,
Okay.
yeah,
They're
for these late
delicious.
summer hot days.
Did we literally lose Sam?
Oh, snap.
No,
Oh my god.
the whole time.
Dude.
That was a good one.
Oh my god, dude. Oh, you
Commit
can't
to
be
the
joking.
bit.
Clip that. It was funny.
We commit to the bit here at Club
right.
Aviations.
Hey,
And we
I
said the hour
literally-
is going to be a fucking hour long. The album's going to be a fucking hour long.
Well,
All right.
we want to
I-
thank you people. Someone said they were in Germany. It's late there. Thank
Yeah.
you guys for showing up. Again, we are
We're sorry for not respecting your time.
we're getting close to 100 here.
Shout out Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah,
shout out
dude.
Germany, shout out Europe. I was just over there. It's an awesome place.
Go
Thank
get
you
a
for
nice
being here.
Donner.
A lot of history there.
All right.
Um,
We're gonna start the songs now.
so real quick.
No.
Yeah, so we are going to listen to a boatload of music that you guys haven't heard yet, unless you VPN'd yourself into Japan. And we have set up a audio mover stream. So for you guys that really want it in perfect quality, James has his DAW set up to play and stream it to a server where you will get high fidelity audio through that. And we're going to post the link in the Discord and YouTube chats, I guess.
Yeah.
But we are still going to be streaming the audio through the Twitch and YouTube.
So you're in the right
browsers.
place.
So you can either click the audio movers link that we just sent in the chat and then mute the stream that you're on so that it's not doubling up.
point.
Or you can just listen and chill and just don't screw with the audio movers link at all, and it's still going to sound pretty good.
Yeah.
This is
it's
for you. This is for you. 1% nerds out there,
AKA 6/6 of this band.
Yes.
and a lot of the fans as well. But it's like barely noticeable. We did a test the other night. We so slight. But yeah. So we're gonna listen through. track by track, and we're going to do a giveaway as well. If you're following on Instagram, we're going to give away 5 CDs, 3 shirts, a vinyl, and we're also going to give away the kick drum head that James had for the Safe House music video. James, you want to show that? Do you have it handy?
I do, but I got to get my ladder to go grab it. But I'll do it when the song.
Yeah, you can
If
grab
you
it.
want it, you need to get a ladder.
Yeah,
if you will.
yeah, come get it.
Yeah.
We'll do it. We'll do it later.
They
Yeah,
can
it's on
watch
the
the
screen.
Safe House
How about
video
this?
as well.
Yeah, it's on the screen.
Oh, there it is on the right over
yeah,
there.
it's the Beatles one.
Yeah. So that was when we were in in the TV essentially.
In the TV.
In the TV. And yeah.
All right.
So do we have that link in the Twitch chat or whatever? I guess throw it in the restream
Well, it's a
chat
QR
so it goes
code
everywhere.
too. So
Thrown it in the
Yeah, just
restream.
so it's a little
I
easier.
threw it separately in the Twitch. And I'll throw
All
it
right.
separately in the YouTube.
It's nice.
We will also be answering questions in between songs. I'm going to try to mediate as best as I can. So yeah, if you have any questions right now, hold them for in between a certain song or something, and we'll get to them.
okay. Shall we?
Let's do it.
let's-
Are we ready?
Yeah.
I mean,
Should we wait till 7:15?
I'm literally about
Oh,
to
yeah.
vomit. So
We'll
I
hear,
mean,
we'll hear,
oh,
yeah, let's give it like 60 more seconds. So
60 more seconds. All right. Well, I'll say something because
Yeah.
we've been lying to you this whole time because we're actually doing the first 2 songs
Yes.
and then
There's an
and then
intro
one.
track before.
Well, now you ruined the
Official
surprise, Adam, but that's fine.
I mean, it's called
There's an intro track
Prelude.
and then another intro track.
Yeah. Well,
That's
this
the-
is coming from the guy who, when he started listening to Dream Theater, he thought all their songs were overtures. So I was thinking maybe we could put it past a couple people. You know, like
We heard you liked intros.
we heard you like intros, so. Surprisingly,
but-
we split this one up into 2 songs, so it's not an 11-minute song, unlike
Yeah, because
all the other songs.
we respect your time, unlike Europeans, because you guys are tired and we're sorry. We love you all.
All right.
So here, Adam, I'll throw up the chat on the side while we're doing it here. Let's do that and
Right.
get a couple folks in.
Yeah.
If y'all are stoked, we're seeing you, and if you want to get on the screen, just like throw some stuff, throw
some
some words
words.
in the chat.
Throw some
I'm
throw
such a good
some
night, man. I
throw some
literally forgot
heart-
what to say.
throw some hearts for Sam for putting
There's
this all
right.
together real quick. Finagling this from a hotel room in Washington D.C.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I
All
saw
right.
the Pentagon today.
Awesome.
That's my story.
All right.
Hell yeah.
There's music.
All right.
Cool.
Damn, there is a. All right. Cool.
Sweet. So all that's gonna happen now is we're gonna mute our mics.
Yeah, we're
You
gonna
guys are
shut
gonna
up.
listen, but we'll hang out here so you can watch our dumb faces, listen to music with y'all. So it's a nice hang. And feel free to react in the chat and throw some words on the screen when you like or hate everything we do, because it's all garbage.
Yeah.
He's kidding.
You think
All
I'm
right.
kidding?
I'm gonna have to teach these kids to vamp up their own music. Okay.
Oh
It's
yeah.
all good.
All right. Well, my bed track is gone, so I guess we'll play
Let's
some
go.
songs.
Perfect timing. I'm
Okay.
muting up.
Here we go. Let's do this. Do
Hell
this.
yeah.
I'm not panicking. You're panicking.
Need some beautiful piano. Yikes.
Okay. I guess this will work.
Losing steam.
Here we go.
We did it.
Yeah. Yeah. What y'all think? Okay, so we will start
Richard, that was
answering
gorgeous.
questions.
Adam, I don't hear you if you're
On YouTube.
chatting.
Hello.
While he gets that figured out,
Hello.
what do you think? Can you guys hear us? Sorry. See lots of
good.
claps, lots of applause.
All right.
Oh shit.
I can hear Sam and Adam.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think they
you
actually
can hear me.
can hear.
Oh, my bad.
All right. Sam fucked up. It's fine.
Yeah, I did. I'm back.
So let's answer some questions. Let's see. Someone asked, is there a reason that this was written in C minor?
That's a good call.
You know what's funny about that is I remember tracking this song in a completely different key. So
Oh yeah, we transposed it right before you tracked it.
Oh
right?
my god, that's right.
I
Did
think
we move it down
Like-
or up?
like
we
two whole
moved
steps
it,
up or something.
We moved it up. I think for the longest time.
Whoa!
Yes, that. I think for the longest time,
You gotta make me do it again. Okay.
Yeah, what was that?
this was like the least favorite song for everyone, or at
Because
least
it's like the Light Years 2.0. You know?
Not for me.
yeah. I think I felt that way until Adam
No,
put
Adam.
vocals on it, and then I
For
was
all of
like,
us.
oh, this is sick. Never mind.
Yeah, can I just add a footnote to that really quick for everybody? Like, when music exists for a long time, you can get kind of burnt out by it, but then the recording process, when it finally comes together and it, like, gels, and that vocal line, like, finally just everything in the production, like, this, like, soared to the top for a while for me, this one.
Yeah, I would say I think
Corey Anton said, "Ooh, a little Coheed with a glockenspiel."
yeah.
Glocken Bria.
I will say I do think this was the first song written post Light Years. I actually think this was like days after.
Yeah,
It was
this is like classic.
There was a version of this song like days after Light Years came out. I honestly think like, yeah. So it makes there is like credence to Richard's comment about that because it was like the one closest to that era of that record, so it makes sense.
My quick two cents about that. I remember, so that transition towards the intro right before the first chorus where you first hear Adam's "Goodbye Madeline" hook, which is so sick and shows up all over the song. James, you were working on that transition when we lived together in Boston in like 2014,
That's
2013.
that's disgusting.
And I just remember hearing that riff because it's like a 15 bar or something silly, but
Yeah.
for the sake of it sounding chill, not because 15. And I just heard that just like 100 times in a row until you got it, and then you figured it out, and it was like, yes.
So we
touch
have a
it.
lot of questions, so I'm getting a little
Cool.
picky and choosy here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Move on.
Days reviews. How do you get your guys? How do you guys get your mix down so well? I can hear all the instruments so clearly. One of the best band mixes I've ever heard. Which, yeah, for us, we have 6 people. We're juggling like a lot of stuff. I should not be the one to answer this, Sam. This should probably go to you. But we also have help from outside of the band to figure that out. If you want to expand on that, Sam.
Just kind of just asking about the tones in general.
Just like the mix having clarity and
Yeah, this is something we've been chasing for a long time, and I think like this album honestly sounds how. Let me phrase this better. This album to me today sounds like how I thought the Light Years sounded to me back then. So like, I think we're just iterating on quality each time, and pulling influence from all the bands that are doing really slick things in production nowadays. Like Periphery is like one of the best examples I think of that, and combining that with some cool songwriting because Adam bringing in the pop elements, but really trying to highlight vocals even more on this album. So I think that was a really big factor in trying to make all the instruments as clear as possible, was to help the vocals like sit as like nicely as possible on there for all these like hooks we're writing. So yeah, I'm really super happy with how the tones came out. Collaborating with Adam Bentley, I should shout him out too, was awesome on this because the sound sounded great to begin with, but just elevated him to the next level when I got to dig into the mix with Bentley, and of course Jens Bogren helping us with the master.
I also say there's like kind of a compositional element to it. Like there's definitely like a lot. Like, we should pull these up someday, but there's definitely a lot more layers of like unnecessary shit in the Guitar Pros that just doesn't need to get recorded, which kind of like makes it less messy. So it's like also like a mix thing, yes, but also just like a composition thing of just like not having like the chunkiest chords all the time. You know, there's like space for all that stuff that like,
or being reorchestrated to different instruments, whether it's a clean guitar instead of distorted, or giving it to Richard to add a layer if it's still a thick thing, or like I'm putting it in a background vocal, like all these different levers we can pull, bells and samples and strings that Richard can play, because we have some of that on the record as well, with some casts of characters, and he brought in to record some live orchestration, so you'll hear some more of that throughout the record, as you've already on some singles. But yeah, we just have a lot of tones that came out of the process of recording this album that we can pull on for future music, and I'm excited to like lean on those even more.
Yeah, I saw a question in here. I mean, if you guys want to rapid fire from how our cameras are set up, favorite bands real quick. Eric, give me two.
Favorite band?
Yeah, just give me two. Give me two bands.
Meshuggah and I don't know, man. Katy Perry, bro.
Katy Perry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
James.
Right now, I recently learned of this band called Fabricant. They're like a weird tech death band. They're pretty sick. Okay. I mean, I saw Sungazer last night with a big band, so I'll say Sungazer.
Okay.
But that's not like I don't know. There's two bands I'm listening to right now.
Myra the Fall Troy and Coheed and Cambria.
Yeah, Coheed is sick. Deer Hunter and Contortionist, but I'll throw like the Pliny crowd into there because that's all the stuff that permeates our shit.
This is before our first giveaway. Richard, what are your two favorite bands right now?
Right now, I don't know. I probably like all time Contortionist, Animals Leaders, and Maybe She Will.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
damn, dude. Maybe she will. God damn, Richard always with the like intelligent picks. God damn.
I had a big post-rock kick.
God damn. She's got to outbrain us all the time.
I guess I did someone a really good favor tonight. I pronounced their name correctly. I feel good about myself.
There you go.
So we're gonna give away. We're gonna do a little merch giveaway and then get into the next song. Are you guys chill with that?
Let's do it.
It sounds good.
So we have like close to 40 entrants here. I think Kongu from Discord. I got you in here because you're a boy. We'll throw the Discord link in here. We're chatting all the time, by the way. So yeah, we are going to give away the first of 5 CDs, and I am spinning the wheel off screen. Got my list ready. Here we go. Gregory James Music. I'm going to put this in chat. I don't know if you're here, but we will write it down.
Where's he at?
We will reach out to you. You reach out to us with your address, and we'll hook you up.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
All right. So I guess we give the people what they want, which is another song.
Oh hell yeah.
Some of you, I have a question real quick because like now we're
good
we're
idea.
just going through like track order, right? So like, apologies, we did put out 5 singles, so like you're gonna hear some of the songs that are already in the music video and shit. So the next tune's Safe House, but I'm actually curious if y'all in the chat want to just like put a number. I'm curious like who's listened to all the singles, like a few of the singles, none of the singles. Curious about that in the chat. So let's listen to Safe House, and we'll get this rolling. All right, here we go.
One more wasted word, 'cause I wanna be somebody
it's Wednesday. My rocks are eroding under strain. So who do we have to blame? One more wasted word, 'cause I don't wanna be somebody else. One foul swoop in vain, 'cause you don't wanna be somebody else. Hold it, why can't we be fair? My mind's not holding on, so I only care for myself in this selfish world. You never can define the sun at the blazing fire. Like, will this keep us warm? Was a mama's boy in the glass fix all problems. Tired of solutions. My perspective was so off, I didn't know. I'll tune to all your traits now. Crash down like cliches. Beginnings, fight me back soon. She's so quick to replace. No need to assume. Communication in decay. So fight me back soon. She's so quick to replace. No need to assume. Communication in decay. One more wasted word, 'cause I don't wanna be somebody else. 'Cause I don't wanna be safe. One more wasted word, 'cause I don't wanna be somebody else. One foul swoop in vain, 'cause you don't wanna be somebody else. You just wanna be safe. You don't wanna be somebody else. You just wanna be safe.
Gra.
Whoa.
All right.
Whoa. Gra, gra. So I highlighted a comment for like the second half of that song, so we can start a conversation here about lyrics.
Oh yeah.
We didn't talk about lyrics of the last song, but yeah, I think that's like a huge thing that gets overlooked. In terms of where I think we've improved is
In this genre, you mean? Oh,
in this genre, but like also us as a band. Like the first song, Cradle, is like a very personal one for me, and going into a relationship that I'm kind of a part of on the outside and viewing. This song is kind of similar in that way, but trust me when I say this, Sam and I wish we could show some of these Google Doc sheets about, all the highlights and the comments that we were
We'll
picking
post a
apart.
TikTok or something.
Yeah, we'll post it later. Like, we really went in and cared about what we were saying. We didn't want to just say random things and use certain words because they rhyme, yada yada yada. But yeah, I just wanted to comment on that. That was a good shout about lyrics. But yeah, I guess we'll start doing some questions again before we give away another CD.
Cool. By the way, Adam, just because we're new on this, if you see any questions you like in that chat, you can star them and it'll pin it.
Oh yeah, okay.
At the top there.
I would have started that one, yeah.
Just like how we pinned Eras before, because
Right.
it's not prog without an intro. So.
Right.
Eras, I love you.
Yes, I'm trying to.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah, maybe while Adam's looking for some questions to start.
I'm seeing one right here that I thought was really funny.
Oh, yeah?
Which it has to be true in some way. It said, "Did Tears of the Kingdom influence the
I
album?"
just saw
art?"
that, and yes, absolutely.
That's the first try.
Yes, next
That's
question.
so funny.
Yeah, how many of us played that? I know Sam and I did. James, you did, yeah?
I did not. I
Megan.
mean, Megan's played it, so like
Richard?
Megan's really good about like
Haven't yet.
she describes everything to me in vivid detail. So I feel like I've played it, even though yeah, she's really good about that.
Yeah.
All right, what you got, Adam?
This question from Ryan. Have you ever heard of the Ocean Collective? Halocene was one of the best albums I've ever heard. Came out in May.
Richard, I feel like you have some history with them.
Yeah, I mean, I listen to all around. I respect them more than I like them, and I don't think I've listened to the new one.
That's fair.
But yeah, but I always give them a spin. You know?
I remember liking Plagueul, if I'm saying that
That's
right.
the one.
Yeah,
I've listened to that one the most.
yeah, there were some bangers on there. That and like Barrenness, I feel like I was into around the same time.
Barrenness
That
is
kind of
tight.
vibe. Very, very different from what we do for anyone who doesn't know those bands. But concept stuff. So that's a cool vibe.
All right. I want to bring something up about Safe House too, because I feel like one of the main reasons we kind of did like retrospect and stuff was like the EP before this was just kind of get everyone on the same page, kind of like musically and collaboratively. And I thought a cool thing about this record was like this Safe House was one of the like first songs that was brought to us that wasn't by me or Sam. It was Eric's song, and I think it's fucking sick. So I just thought that was kind of cool. Like more and more, like there's bits and pieces of different songs that like Richard and Eric and Werner have contributed to, but like this is like for sure like Eric's baby, like from front to back.
It ticks all the boxes.
This question is, Eric, why are you so good at guitar, and how did you write this? It's a question from Adam Benjamin. Can you answer that?
Please answer.
What was your right hand practice routine to get that?
Yeah, actually, even Ollie commented on that. Ollie commented on it. He's like, "Yo,
Ollie Steele.
yeah." He was like, "Oh, I can tell. Like, I don't know how he does that."
Dude,
was like,
I think it's just one of those habits that you have, like every guitar player has. And I wasn't even like consciously thinking like, oh yeah, I'm gonna practice like alternate picking and then economy downstroking. It was just like something that came naturally, I guess.
Dude, that's so funny that you mentioned that, because like I remember like the entirety of college. I can't remember if you played it right now, I would know exactly what it is. But like anytime we were like and Brainerd or anything, you had a guitar in your hand, you would play the same like economy lick over and over and over for like 4 years. So like I feel like that's just like a testament to like what you just said is like entirely correct. But
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, I'm
It's
going
just-
to real quick. I'm going to throw the Safe House guitar playthrough link in the chat. If you guys want to save that for later, because it's definitely a sick watch. I feel like a lot of people miss that, but it's in
Dude,
there.
well, knowing that song started off as just like a demoed riff that like actually brought into a recording lab class that I met was Sam. I've actually met Sam in that class, and that's like we kind of met the first time hearing that riff together or whatever. It was like an assignment. We had to bring in a recording, and I remember for this album I had to demo that song, and I had to come up with something interesting, not just play that riff, but like the second part I made it a single line, and then I ended up harmonizing it a third up and then going up the octave. I remember when I got that, I fucking hit spacebar and I just got up. I said, "Fuck yeah!" I just, like,
Finally, it's real.
Yeah.
Middle of the class. Yeah.
I love that because I'm always
Well
like,
deserved.
I feel like I've talked with you specifically, Eric, like super sick riffs, like the in like ashes in your mouth or something. Like just being like, man, I wonder what people who write that shit when they're like done writing it, they're just probably like, God damn, they're fucking savage. And now again, you're just like, yeah, it's like when you know that you have written a banger, you just get fucking amped.
yeah.
Another question from Fish and Nips 24. I don't think we answered it. Richard, what's the hardest finger/wrist motion for you on piano?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I saw that and I was like, man, what is it? Probably like to
Nothing
this
for
day,
Richard.
I would say like people for piano. Maybe this is just my experience, but I feel like this is pretty universal. Like playing consecutive chord shapes quickly, especially like if there's a leap involved, is a lot harder than playing any single note line of notes. So like you hear me play like a blazing fast scale and you're like, wow, but it's like scales are easy. Like melodies are easy. It's just like grabbing things that I have to get a bunch of different
contortion
stuff back to back. Yeah.
All right.
Or and of course anything that like really, gets the hand independence involved. Yeah.
That's similar to guitar, but everything's hard.
I do think that is a good segue for the next song.
Well, wait. We got like two more good
Oh,
questions.
all right.
We'll actually answer them real quick. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it, Adam.
How different is the process of learning a song for tracking versus learning it for live playing? Sam, I would like to hear the answer from Sam and Eric, actually.
So the question is
So
about
like practicing for recording, like individual riffs and parts versus practice for live shows. How do those things differ?
Yeah, Eric will probably agree with me on this, that like practicing for recording almost is recording. At least for this music, like there's so much detailed stuff, and I heard this in a recent reaction too, like talking about our music. If you guys haven't seen like our YouTube reactions, like we're love seeing you guys talk about our songs. So somebody was chatting about how like this kind of music feels like it's like assembled more than it's like written, and that's definitely true to a degree. Like when you're working on like say a chart that James has, or like a riff that Eric has, and we're trying to like amass these different parts together, like rather than just like, yeah, I'm gonna practice this one lick until I figure it out. It's kind of like figuring out it in the moment, and that's the recording process. You like find all these nuancey things that you can do and really like construct like the most eloquent sentence of like notes and stuff, articulations and all that good jazz. But when you play a show, you take all that insane amount of trial and error, like thousands and thousands of, I feel like we've written like 2 albums for like 10 albums worth of versions of riffs, and then when we go to like actually play it at a show, we just go back and like focus really hard on like making sure that translates live as much. So if we have to maybe like simplify some things here and there, we're going to get into that soon whenever we start playing shows again. But yeah, that's the big difference, I think, is like that recording process is discovery.
Yeah, I think the playing show is easier because you're just playing the notes, like they exist, and you
It's
just
the victory
play.
tour.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about like focusing on embellishments and things as much.
Well, all the second guessing comes when you're recording a part and you're like trying to make it fit in the song, and it's not like finalized or whatever.
And it's under the microscope, and it sounds terrible until it doesn't.
Yeah, dude.
Basically, it sounds terrible until it doesn't. That's the plague.
Yeah.
Another song we could probably quickly answer. How do you guys balance technicality with general songwriting, and how do you know where that sweet spot is? I think in the early stages of this band, a lot of the ideas stem from James, kind of writing melodies, and just it's coming out of his head, and he wants to play a drum part to it, so it'll get penned down. But then I hopped into the picture, and he has to make room for me, and that creates this, I guess magic where like, okay, we have to worry about a song, and ideas that repeat themselves, and it just kind of goes from there.
Yeah,
Like,
that's basically
quick way
our
of answering
sound,
that one.
honestly.
Yeah.
I would say.
We're rapid fire here, just so we can get to the next song.
Sure.
Do you guys think of yourselves as more rock or metal? Safe House is clearly rock, Legend is clearly metal. Maybe a pointless distinction, but just curious. Yeah, I mean, kind of a
Why
middle
not
ground.
both?
Yeah, we are cozy metal.
We get bored
We're
easily.
cozy. Andy Sizik said it last night on stream. We are cozy core,
Ooh.
which I actually
My
like.
my pants
That's
aren't tight
funny.
enough for that.
Yeah, but
That's funny.
but yeah, I mean, like, we're gonna dance in between both sounds. I think. Sometimes we sound metal, sometimes it's rock.
They both are high energy, which is
Yeah.
I've seen like people say like, oh, they're like stomping around like it's the heaviest thing ever. Like I think we're also exploring how to find heavy stuff in like how thick a piano can sound layered with a distorted guitar that's not like totally blown out. So that's all
Yeah.
fun.
Have you guys heard of Hail the Sun? Yes, we have heard of Hail the
Yeah,
Sun.
my buddy Ryan's their guitar tech.
And the vocalist Dom, right? Donovan, yes, Donovan. I almost said
He's a
Donovan.
dom. That's
I remember just hearing his voice and being like, "Oh my God, Anthony
Yeah.
Green has another band," and then I realized it wasn't Anthony Green, and that this dude is also playing drums at the same time, and that was
Yeah,
insane.
he's really sick.
That
Their
first EP is
their new
special.
album's really good, dude.
Who was the gorilla in the Safe House music video?
next question.
Eric, do you think that you could alternate pick the entire intro legato or let ring riff of Safe House?
Could I alternate pick
Yeah,
everything?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Instead of economy. pick.
It'd be hard.
Great answer.
Do it now.
I'd have to
The
do
stream does not continue until you do it.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. We are going. We spent some time here. I need to give away a CD, right?
Yeah, do that.
Okay. So let me spin the wheel.
All
So
right.
again, Gregory James, if you're here, you won the last CD.
I honestly do not know who the gorilla was. Okay, so I think different people were the gorilla, right?
I think so. I
I know
you were
I was the
at one
gorilla
point.
for the cake thing.
With two people.
Yeah, and then who was the gorilla for the rest of the time? Brian?
Warner.
Warner
He
was.
was
okay.
juggling.
Yeah,
He was the juggler.
He's the
I'm
juggalo
not going
gorilla.
to attempt to pronounce the last name here, but
Yeah, throw it in the chat.
Victor.
Oh, Victory Chan! Bro, you know him. We went out to dinner with him. He's my drum student guy. He went to
okay.
Berkeley.
Oh, sick.
Victory Chanez, dude.
We love
That's
Victor.
hilarious.
Oh, that's sick.
He shout out to Victor, man. He assisted on the drum playthroughs.
Oh, dope. Well,
That's funny, dude.
so
Good boy.
So is he still in Boston? I just drive him.
Yeah.
to see
Yeah,
him.
you can just drive
You
him
just-
shit. All right, let's get into
Okay.
this shit.
Next song.
Whoops. I swear I know what I'm doing.
James.
Here we go.
Cold and crystalline, my bonds have been through worse.
Goddamn.
That's the song, dude.
Goddamn.
I never
Yeah,
decided hearing that now that it's
I
done.
never really think about the vocal gymnastics in this song.
Oh, you
But-
will soon.
Well, anymore.
Chat went off about it. And I appreciate that. Respect.
I do want to draw attention to one comment really quick, and it was, "Who is the best member? Who is the best?" Something I'm paraphrasing at this point. Who is the best musician in this band, and why is it Richard? And it is Richard.
It is Richard. It's just
I had when I was doing my like notes for the stream, I had one note that I wanted to bring attention about for this song specifically. Two. One was during the piano tracking for all of this, which was a hilariously sick experience. But Richard's way more professional than all of us. And so homie came in with like 3 binders with all of the music. And it was just like, gave one to me, gave one to Sam. I believe he gave us Sharpies too, if I'm not mistaken. It was
awesome.
like, and
I
it
had
was
him on
like,
the computer too.
can you please just like, mark like something if it, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, all right, this is nuts. And then we were doing this song, and the end bit, right? There's like the guitar harmonies, and I remember I remember talking to Sam, and I was like, dude, it'd be really sick if he like, it'd be insane if he did, like let's just have him do one of the harmonies matching one of the guitars. That'd be cool.
And you just said it, and he's like, yeah.
No. So then he came in and he asked about like some like arbitrary like chord voicing or something that we were like, yeah, whatever.
Something
And he
that
was
doesn't matter.
he was like talking about that, and I was like, yeah, but do you think you could like do this? And he's like, yeah, I'll just do both. It's fine. And I was like, but do you need? He's like, no, it's fine. I got it. And then it like came in. And then like, I can't remember the engineer or whatever, but like he came in and he just punched it in the first try, and the dude just like looked behind at me and Sam, and I was like, bro, I don't have any fucking idea.
One of
So
the best
that-
part was James said, Richard said, yeah, I got it. And James said, oh, it's like having a goddamn MIDI piano. He can play anything. And Richard's immediate response was, you think that's a compliment?
That does sound like something I
Piano
would
with
say. But yeah, and then also the other point I wanted to mention was, so I wrote like the majority of the Guitar Pro for this song like in like a 2-day like COVID gaze, and I remember being like really stoked about it, and I sent it to Sam, and Sam was like, his initial reaction was just like, oh no, it's kind of fucking heavy, dude. Whatever.
Well, yeah, it's a dumb metal song.
And
the riffs are dumb.
And I sent it to Eric, and I was like, I don't know, Sam doesn't really like this. And I think Eric just texted me like, dude, and that was all I heard. And then like the next day, there was like a demo of like half of it, and then Sam was like, oh, okay, yeah, it's actually pretty sick. So without Eric, this song would not exist. And that's
Eric, you like this song a lot, I think, deep down.
Yeah, you like this.
I did. I did like it. Yeah, I actually demoed it with a fucking bass string on my guitar. I broke the B string. I was out of strings, but I had a bass string, so I slapped that on.
Shit, damn.
Yo, can you do me a favor and let the forehead vein pop, Eric?
Oh no, we gotta save that.
Yeah, we got a lot to get through still, yeah.
that's
Okay, yeah, let's commence a couple questions. What in the name of Viljarta just happened? Yeah, it was kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I'm scrolling.
Here, yeah, Adam, scroll a bit, but real quick to like sum that up, I think that's an awesome like theme for how these songs like come together. Honestly, is like we'll have an idea, and even if it's not vibing super well in like a MIDI sense or on a computer, as soon as somebody like puts a foot forward to make it sound real, it becomes real, and we get all excited about it. So this song is like has this dark, amazing, like spooky vibe to it that didn't really translate originally, and I'm so happy with how it came out.
Me too.
It's hard to make
was-
Guitar
what was-
Pro guitars sound heavy. So
Speaking of Guitar Pro, what was done first during the album process? Vocals, drums, bass, piano, or guitar? Also found you guys from Metal Burb's channel. Love all the work you do, and I'm so glad to see you guys be
Shout out to Metal Burb.
successful. Shout out to Metal Burb. We love him. I think he's talking about this is from Stormbreaker. I think he's talking more about like the recording process. Do you guys want to just like 2 minutes about what started, how that started?
I mean, it was like Guitar Pros, and then like we went to Rhode Island and track drums, and then that was me, Sam, Adam. You were there for a day, I think.
Yeah.
Eric was
Well,
there.
I feel like I could sum it up pretty quickly. Like the demoing process starts, like James said, kind of on the computer usually with like an initial idea, whether it's MIDI instruments or what have you. And then that MIDI demo gets filled in with whoever is able to, whether it's drum demos or like us, like Eric and I recording guitar to it. And then finally that, once it's like in a good enough state to be like, okay, this is a song, then we sign off on that and be like, we're going to track drums and just start the quartering process. So for this one, we did drums, then bass, then piano, as guitars were kind of happening in the background to fill out the demo ones that hadn't been recorded or needed to be retracked. And then vocals were kind of happening simultaneously through that whole process. So not saying that's the way to make records, but we kind of did a little bit of everything all at once the songs were in like a form that we figured like that we could hear them. Oh, this is going to be a cool song once it's recorded.
It's not
Actually, funny,
streamlined in any
when
means.
when we had the demo, which was like only half of it, right?
For Legend?
I remember sending the scream bit and then the verse, but and then I think maybe a little pre-chorus idea, but I never came across a chorus that would work until me and you put our heads together.
Oh yeah, we did
the
like 10 different versions,
It was
if not
literally
more.
the hardest chorus to write, and I think it's actually one of the catchiest. Like that first, 3-note.
And we
thing.
get 3 choruses in the, I keep
All set
saying
over
that we got this pop
very-
metal song.
Yeah, it's catchy. Somehow that song is catchy. Which is
Heard
great.
some Muse influence a lot in the comments too, which is fun. Got some distorted vocals as well. That was a fun
All right.
production thing.
How about we get into the what are we giving away for this track?
Well, I will give away something after this. What's an upcoming album you're looking forward to the most? For me, it's either The Contortionist, Phil Jarter, or Pomegranate Tiger. I would say The Contortionist, just because I guess we're kind of like friends with Mike and now, and he's just such a great guy. I want to listen
Yeah.
to what they've been cooking up, and I want it to be big.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's going to be.
It's pretty sick.
He has the record now, and he's doing well.
Ooh, this is a really good question. I don't want to pass up. What's your favorite riff from your discography? Mine is the riff at 130 in Quest, which is probably.
Sample that right now, dude. Sample that.
That was my favorite riff for a while. I think
Someone else said that.
the motif, the arpeggiated thing in Blink, especially that outro bit, might be my favorite. But then the Nug riff is there. Oh God.
Dude, I know there's a lot of cool shit on this
No,
record,
I'm
but like,
I'm kind of a guitar slut. I really like guitar, and I don't play it well. So
no,
I-
you play it so well. Fuck,
I don't
we're
play it
gonna
well. I
get
don't
you
play it well, but I
playing it.
just like obsessing over guitars and cool riffs, and
You're
so
allowed to-
yeah, it's very hard for me to pick my favorite riff from.
Well,
this
and for any fans of the Retrospect EP or our old stuff, I still have a soft spot for the latter part of 90s Nine Ties, where we get those 2 riffs.
It's tapping riff.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
It's a pretty good one.
We should put out that section without the tapping and just the guitar, just the rhythm stuff. It sounds really cool.
Yeah. That is
Yeah,
great.
lots of riffs.
I don't know what my favorite riff is. Safe House or the Blink arpeggio stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, Eric killed it on that.
Okay, cool. So we are giving away now the third CD. We're giving away 5 CDs total. Then we're going to move on to shirts and then a vinyl and then the drum head from the Safe House music video, the kick drum head.
Thanks for hanging out, everybody. By the way, you're killing it in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it hasn't
you.
wavered between 125 and like 130. So really cool.
Nice.
It being you all, you gorgeous folks, you beautiful beings.
Kirk Harbox. I don't know how to pronounce the last name, but
We're just here to listen to you.
I
Try.
think he was the one who DM'd us to make sure he got in. So
Nice, that's pretty
I
cool.
will hit him up, or he will hit us up. You have won a CD.
Just take it and throw it at everybody, so they'll listen to us once it's lodged in their skulls.
Yes.
Marketing. I work for a marketing company. That is facts.
Okay. You guys are gorgeous too, and I'm straight, kinda. Yes.
Same.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Shall we move on? Does anyone else want to add anything, or is there any questions? that we're
Music.
looking at?
No.
get
Let's
it.
rip it.
Okay. I'm gonna go to
Alright.
the bathroom.
All right.
Hell
Have
yeah.
fun, dude.
He's going right now.
All right.
Me too.
Here we go.
let go. Just to find if you're really out there, is anyone out there in this love I hang on to, separated by a mountain that I had to climb. The whole is calling now. It pulls like waves on my feet, cleansing this love I hang on to. I'm running on empty feelings and I don't have a choice. I know you feel like I made a mistake again. I know you feel like home when I'm by your side. I couldn't live with knowing who I need to be. I hope that you can hear. Dear, I needed time to overcome some habits I can't quit alone. Dear, now I thought that I could live without you here. New days and some ways, memories I have known. A piece of me I can't let go. Wasting days searching for the right phrase, but indecisions killing me. Didn't matter anyway. The air I breathe, all I need to heal again. Until I make it home. The air I breathe, all I need to feel safe. I might be a little alone, missing the way you could hold me down. You let me believe that I might be worth it. I know you're feeling just a little bit lonely, missing the way the waves would hold you back home. Won't you take me to the way you used to be? This love I hang on to. I'm giving up empty feelings to feel alive. I might be feeling just a little all alone, but you could always find your way back home. I wanna know if it's a feeling I love. I wanna know if it's a feeling I know. It's cold. It pulls like waves on my feet, cleansing.
It's a sleeper. That's a sleeper, that one.
How about all those nice little outro interludes by Richard?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I played one note on
Richard,
that,
you're
Rhodes.
good.
I meant to mention, while you're making me uncomfortable talking about Legend afterwards, I was like, James played Rhodes on the outro of Cradle. Let
Did
us
I?
not
No, I
forget.
thought it was that one. I thought it was this one.
I don't think so.
I thought
Oh,
it was
wait,
the
you're right.
It's
You're
the,
right.
We
It's the
needed-
black key, the black
it's-
key thing.
Yeah, it was this one.
Yeah,
Was it this
there's
one?
video
Okay.
of it.
All right, right, okay, yeah.
I think
it
I
was
did
cute.
do. I think I did
And
do
you guys
something
high-fived.
on Admiral too, but I can't
Yeah.
remember.
because we needed
yeah.
we needed more hands. So,
Yeah. Why is that? I can. Why
because
is
the
that?
sustain pedal only was sustaining in a certain register. So
Okay.
in order to actually sustain some of the lower
Yeah,
notes,
one of the
we
keys
had
weren't
to
working.
physically held them down.
All right.
Yeah,
Wild.
you did great.
That's a good fact. I like that fact.
Also, real quick
Some
before
of
we
that
get into
wait that was
yeah.
short. Yeah, I know. For us, gosh.
No, that's the sleeper song. Adam, we got a reverse snare hit at the end. If you
Yeah,
heard
yeah,
it.
I know. I wrote it in our little private chat. I remember listening to that the other day, and I was like, "Those bastards." I was like, I know they were thinking about the one that I added to that. Was it Tornado?
Yeah, I remember
The last
that.
album? I was
Yeah.
like, you need to put a reverse snare there. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those. But yeah, right at the end.
Coin you get to use. Yeah. Yeah, so a lot of the people in the chat during that song were like, "Oh, it's so chunky and stuff," and against like the clean vocals, it's just so nice. It is. It's this song is its own little thing, little sexy thing.
Yeah, you guys are starting to get the heaviness of things that are not heavy.
Yeah, and I remember writing some of the melodies with you, Sam, that Sam predominantly wrote. By the way, this is like Sam's vocal top line, baby.
Yeah, I didn't want to like. Feel
Oh
the
yeah,
show, but
yeah. So I come into the picture afterward to try. We were trying to translate it for my voice, and making it work for me. And I think we did a good job. And there were like a couple of things, like add a note here, like double this there. I remember laughing.
yeah.
You used the word hood. That's hood. That's
Oh,
hood.
really?
That's hood AF during the chorus because we came across a rhythm, like little phrase that would be like really sick. And yeah, I remember that. It was a good time.
Yeah, like that. Fun fact about that, like chorusy thing, that da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, just kind of like spitting thing. That was written on guitar, just from me like noodling around, actually. So like, you can get better inspiration if you're getting stuck writing vocals, doing that stuff.
I always
And,
thought that was
yeah.
inspired by Shaggy.
Yeah. We'll never unhear that.
What are the words for that again? Shit.
Can we get a version of that real quick?
I want
The
it,
Shaggy
yeah.
version.
Wait.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
dude.
that's going up on socials
La
tomorrow.
Jolla
Please don't
enter the
think
Shaggy
of her.
verse.
Enter the Shaggy verse. Yeah, but there's so much cool stuff going on for this song. It was just like an amazing bed for vocals. And I thought another fun fact is vocally, if anyone's like doing their own vocals and struggles with it, like when Adam and I came together, like my voice, as you guys can probably tell, is kind of naturally a lot lower than his. Yeah. So this one, when I was writing, actually pushed my range like very high, and his, it was a lot lower. So it was kind of a weird like crossover. Yeah, no, that's super.
Yeah, it's like a little fox ready to pounce
Yeah.
on its prey. Yeah, I like that. It's hilarious.
And
Yeah.
it's just weird. Like my voice will like crack and stuff because I'm also trying to be quiet in my apartment that I can't record vocals in very loudly because I got neighbors and people will sleep when I write stuff at like 2 a.m. when I'm inspired. I like that. I really like that line at the end of like the intro where it says, "What is it? Waiting on you like an autumn mist in June." It was just kind of
Oh
like
yeah, the lyrics too, man. Yeah,
there's a lot of colorful stuff on this album that like Adam, just working with Adam, I felt way more comfortable experimenting and trying things that were, you know, itching my Death Cab for Cutie itch, just trying to be Ben Gibbard and adding, yeah, like I said, color to a very colorful record.
We got this question from Stephanie. When you guys go back on tour, will you play the Luminaria album? And then she continued on saying Luminaria album in full. I'm going to say not in full because that'd be a lot of work to practice and get together. Plus, I think a lot of you haven't seen us play some of the Light Years tracks. They're very tight live, I would say. Dizziness and Quest go super, super hard live.
Yeah, we'd make sure it's a good balance.
So, like, you need, yeah, and like some Outliers, like, we have to hit some of that stuff too. But, yeah, some Luminaria songs would definitely be on a set list.
And I think you get the old songs like with the new sound, and like it's all gonna be a nice combination of stuff. Here's a really quick one, maybe for like James writing and stuff, because this song had a lot of 5s and 6s, I think, which are kind of my favorite thing. Or is that, am I forgetting?
I can't remember. I mean, I
Oh,
think
there's a lot of 11 in this one. Sorry, that's
Yeah.
for all the nerds.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like time signature, like whatever feels good is what the time signature should be. Like, I mean, we'll touch upon this later too, but like, you know, like I think when Richard and I were working on Blink,
That's right. 5 plus 6 is
we
11.
had like this like goofy, like one of the choruses was like 15/16 or like 19/16 or something like stupid, and it was like, it just was like that's what it had. That's what we had, but it didn't work. So it was just like, well, we'll just make it 4. You know. So
Yeah.
it's usually just like whatever feels good is the time
Yeah.
signature. You know,
And then,
it's
like-
not like
Yeah, and vice versa on I think the next track, you know, there's a section that has all these 5s, and it's just like it's the grooviest 5. You know, like it's just that's just what it has to be. We don't think like, oh, let's write something in 11. It's just like, oh, how does it flow? And then
yeah. Well, I mean, I think there's definitely like you could definitely like decide. I don't think we do this, but like you could definitely make a case for like I want to write something that sounds cool in like 23 and like find a way to like as an exercise or something. But like I don't think we really approach it that way.
But I think the
Whatever
best way
gets
to
you
do
inspired.
that, I think the best way to do that is just like keep things grooving, like Richard said, just like have that pulse, and like an odd meter with a pulse that you can just bob your head to has like an interesting, like kind of attention grabby thing. So like that 11 section in the song that leads into Adam's chorus, the air I breathe, all that, like again, just more of that amazing Adam rasp that we nailed on this record. Like that was like the Blink-182 pop punk thing over 11, just craziness that it was able to work so well.
Yo, my comment on the song, that part you're talking about, is the Facebook recap friend song on steroids.
Clip that.
Oh my god.
Clip that.
That's all I gotta say.
Hey, let's do some rapid fires. We come up. Would you like to come and play?
Holy cow.
Oh my
and you're getting worse instead of
Yeah,
better.
you're getting worse.
Sorry.
You're like eating your
I was
mic.
getting antsy. You guys were going on about time signatures for like 3 minutes too long. I was like, oh, come on, I'm gonna cut them off. When are we coming to Italy? Whenever.
Yo, I'll come to Italy when you fix your floor toilets. How about that?
All right, next question.
No, I was just in Rome and Naples actually for the first time ever. It was amazing. I would come back in a heartbeat.
My dad was just in Italy playing at some jazz festivals. Did you go see him?
No, I did not.
No, not you.
Oh.
Person who wants us to Italy.
Person. Oh, okay.
All right.
Don't look at my dad.
Florida, yes. Actually, Florida is one of the spots that we haven't hit yet. Florida and like Washington, basically. We haven't hit the Carolinas yet either, which is where Eric's from. So we definitely want to do that. What does this mean? Who will don the skullet for the next boarding cycle?
Eric. All right, next.
Incredible.
Did you use neural DSPs for recording?
Yeah, all of them. Dude, when we started tracking, was Safe House the first thing we tracked together?
Legend was.
The day we started, the SLO plugin came out. And it was funny because there was an SLO amp at the studio we tracked drums at. So like a few days, or like whatever the day was after we finished tracking drums, we saw that, or we knew about that amp, and we're like, oh, that's cool. And then that plugin came out. It's like, oh, fuck it, let's buy it. And that was all over Safe House. A lot of Legend, I think, was Nolly. And those are pretty much the ones we used, SLO and the Nolly plugin. Some Petrucci stuff here and there for effects and whatnot. But yeah, love Neural DSP. We got the Quad Cortex too, but we didn't really use it much. I like this.
Let's go.
up,
Curious
Austin?
if you guys are fans of Coheed and Cambria. Yes, of course. I
Yeah.
covered them recently on the IG. If you guys don't follow us on Instagram, I mean, we're doing a giveaway now through Instagram, so you should follow us.
Yeah, dude.
We're probably going to do more. Y'all coming to Tennessee? We have been to Tennessee, but we would love to come again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we would love to go on tour with the Contortionist, Tesseract, all that stuff.
Yeah, they're all a good vibe.
Now, remind me, did we do a giveaway for this song?
No.
We could do a shirt.
Right.
For anyone just hanging out and wanting to see what's up, let's get that on the screen.
Nice.
Nice. I love you, Austin.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at the shirt.
There,
Yeah, dude,
Oh,
right.
yeah.
just peek right there. He is.
Red Death Renegade.
There you go.
Death.
Nice.
Hit us up, or we will hit you up.
Oh, dude, this
You're
guy wants to
getting
get. If I wanted to get an AV tattoo, what should I get? You should get a tattoo of Eric's face.
No, don't do that.
Yeah.
Get my face.
Nah.
Sheesh.
See.
Don't get a tattoo of someone's face. Get my face.
Get both. Fuck
Dude,
it.
if someone could do
Put
like
the
an
Boy
actual
Kitty logo on your
someone
back.
could do an actual album art tattoo that would look really sick.
I feel like that would work really well,
that'd be really
that island.
awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah, Red Death Renegade. Good
All
for
right.
you.
All right, should we
Repping the merch.
Should we doing the next one?
We are doing
This
the next
would
one.
be track 6
Flying.
All right.
of 28.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we're doing something. All right, here we go.
It's been so long that I've found ways to never get my character lost in the maze. The better halves erased. False steps line up to take a win. They'll move with the green. They'll see that your wish remains. Sunlight covers the dirt on the floor again. I step out of bed.
Whoa. Oh, pause it, James! Pause it, James!
I did it.
Yeah, I know what's next.
I think chat likes that song a lot. That
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
song
rip one.
has
Hey,
a good
and you
one.
know what I gotta call out because people are good.
what?
Theme of the album spotted.
Themes, Blink references,
Oh yeah.
Blink references, theming music. So any of you guys who haven't heard the last song on the record and are saving yourselves, this album's gonna hit pretty hard once you get all the little Easter eggs we're leaving for you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, this was like the one where if we did one more single,
Yeah,
this would be
definitely.
the one.
Oh, with the video. Yeah.
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 Or we
I think it's
should-
like the most like eclectic
Yeah,
on the
this is
record
good.
of like different harmonic choices and stuff. Like Richard, can you talk anything about like the piano harmony choices? Like we had some crunchy stuff going on in like that first chorus where we're just like doing this like nice like make me higher kind of straight thing, but there's like some nice stuff happening there.
Yeah, give me a second.
Oh, sure.
I thought my interface was crashing. Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah, no, I think that we iterated on the chorus a few different times because there was
Yeah.
one version that I had that was crunchier, that had a couple extra spicy chords that you like sort of backed me off on, and then
That's
there
right.
was like the very like white bread version that it was originally in the original Guitar Pro demo. That was just very much like 1, 4, and it's just like okay, it needs something, and we found a good middle ground. So
Yeah, Eric, I think a similar thing happened with the kind of the intro half of this song.
Oh yeah, I'm sure if we pulled up the OG like demo Guitar Pro whatever, it would just be unrecognizable to I'm almost to what it is now. But yeah, we definitely changed the beginning to kind of not keep the same like tonality the whole time, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I'm stoked on where it landed though. It's in the
Yeah,
sixth
probably a
spot.
similar vibe to 2 Days, I think, on the last record, where a song gets
Yeah.
kind of written in a loopish kind of form, and then as the parts, the members come together, we start finding new ways to iterate on things and keep it interesting. And then the vocals just took it to a whole other level. I think that initial like hook, that it's been so long, I found ways, was like pretty early on in the process, right now.
Yeah, that came first. I just remember the timing of how it is introduced just kind of comes out at you randomly. And I remember you specifically saying like, "Oh, I love how you introduced the vocal part there," and that got me all fired up.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of songs that like start right on vocal. I know this one starts with
Yeah.
some guitar, but like that hits in that similar vein of
Yeah.
like that semi-constructive criticism circa Survive stuff.
Yeah, and this
Vocals leading us in.
song, like, it is pretty much verse chorus. Like, it does have more of a I guess straight structure, but there are bridges that are sprinkled in there that kind of feel the same. I remember
Yeah.
me and you really went in with like the top line writing to kind of make those feel different every time.
Hardest part
Yeah.
for me was like we had a ton of lyrics and a lot of notes
Oh
going
yeah,
on
we had
in a song that already has a lot of notes.
Yeah, for every section of this song, like except for maybe the chorus, there's probably some other bounce somewhere that has a completely different part or melody on it.
Yeah, at least like 3 or 4 different versions.
Yeah, and we stitched it together. I remember actually this song, me and you went back and forth a few times, and was it one of those instances where what you thought was the pre-chorus, I thought was the chorus?
Oh yeah, our labeling is
and then-
crazy.
Yeah, and so we like kind of changed what was originally going to be a chorus into I don't know, like a post thing, and the pre-chorus actually ended up becoming the chorus, which is kind of like Nug too, or rather Safe House.
I feel like it happens a lot in
does
or in
sometimes
some of our
happen.
songs. You know, just big sections coming back, kind of like as callbacks. It's like, oh, is that a chorus or like a refrain? Whatever we're calling it, I think we have like enough sections to really like just check all those boxes.
I don't know how many questions we've asked or answered yet, but if you played a cover live this go around, what might it be? Anyone want to answer that?
You mean like with this album vibe?
Yeah, I guess a cover song if we had to pick one. You're gonna get a different answer from every single person in this band, probably.
I have so many covers that I want to do.
I wanted to do Polaris by Tesseract for a while. I think that was one, and me and Richard vibed on that.
I had a mashup of that and Tourniquet that was pretty cool. Like I honestly, if we were to do covers and like really sit down and do them for like a month or something, I'd love to do like a mashup of pairs of songs, whether it's 2 artists or 2 bands. Like I've had one ruminating for some Contortionist Deer Hunter stuff that I mentioned before. That would be really, really sick with your
Mashing
voice.
together.
Oh yeah,
Just a medley, yeah.
it's more fun than just like being like, okay, let's play a song.
We do "In Your Eyes" by Peter Gabriel. That,
And Accelerated Evolution by Loath in one song.
What do you guys consider the best / most skilled band besides Aviations? No
I don't know
comment
why,
for me.
I don't know why this came to
know.
mind, and I'm not the biggest fan of their music, but I remember Richard definitely knows the Thank You Scientist guitarist. Doesn't he play fretless and he's like a monster? Like
A lot of times, yeah.
yeah, a lot of times. That band's super talented, but yeah, the music it's not really in my. As far as like, I would gravitate more towards songwriting focus than like people who are really showy on their instruments. Like James mentioned Sungazer, and that's like they're really cool at kind of combining songs that are cool, but it's also just a lot of shred. Yeah, I think you guys can hear it in our music that like there's a lot going on, but we focused really, really hard on trying to rein that in and make it as much about like the song as possible. But yeah, I can't think of any others just other than, you know, what I keep saying, the Contortionist and Plenty and all these guys who just compose things really well.
Tab shout out. We're gonna have tabs for people who are curious. We will be having
Yes, sir, ma'am.
PDFs as well for people who don't own Guitar Pro. We will have PDF tabs. Check Bandcamp, check our website.
Yeah, those
Yes.
PDFs will be coming a bit later because we want to make sure they look and feel accurate to everything we're doing. But the Guitar Pros, you'll have something to mess with if you're interested.
Guitar Pros will be up.
So pick them up.
What preamp mic shell combo for the snare on the record sounds pristine?
It's the Decompassionator X84 No. What was that board actually? It was I don't remember it being like a traditional like API or Neve or. But it was at Machines with Magnets Studio, if I'm saying that right, in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, and they were engineered by Seth Manchester. So we don't necessarily remember the exact pre's and whatnot, but I don't know, James, maybe you have any insight on like the quick mics or sounds with that?
It was a Neve 2022, I think.
Oh, nice.
And it was, I mean the like. I think most of the like general like sick, you know, drum mic stuff is pretty common. You know, Josephson's on toms. I think the one weird outlier was the snare mic, which is I can't remember the actual
Altec.
I can't remember the
vocal mic or
actual-
something.
Yeah, it's the Elvis Presley vocal mic. It was the snare top
Nice.
mic. So.
Yeah, that kick
I
drum
thought that
mic
was
was
kinda
awesome
cool.
too. Like we were on the fence about trying something specific that I brought in, and then he was like, "This one sounds great, just go for it." So, and it was mostly that one mic, just doing the kick drum sound. And Bentley, who mixed the whole record, said he fucking loves that. He's gonna sample it and steal it. Literally. So he's welcome to do that. If you hear it on any records, you heard it here first.
Hell yeah.
No.
Obviously, yes. Yes, I go back to their debut like so much. It's probably my top 5 favorite albums of all time. We all love them. This is an interesting question. Biggest non-musical inspirations?
Ronnie
Eric?
Coleman.
Ronnie Coleman.
You know-
James.
Gary
Do you know who that
Busey.
is? You think, James?
He's broken.
Was me?
He's broken. Non-musical
I
inspiration.
probably like Michael Jordan or like Kobe or something.
Okay.
Kobe.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Pass.
Dude, Arnold. Yeah, Arnold for sure.
Shit. Maybe Arnold. I watched some of his Netflix show and it was pretty crazy. My girlfriend, who's in the room right now with me, she's pretty inspirational. I love her. She's here.
I don't
She
believe
does
you.
music. She does stuff.
Cute. We just lost 30 followers.
No, she's been typing in the chat actually.
Nice. Richard, any inspirations?
Video games?
Yes.
You know a lot of things.
I don't know how specific. I don't know, like other forms of media and art. You know, just like books, movies, shows. Like sometimes whatever is like something visual or my cats. You know, I've been slowly working on a cat album. So
Oh, it's humming.
I don't know. Juggling, my boy Wes Peden. If you've ever really been interested in seeing like object manipulation as an art form and what juggling can be, go check out Wes Peden. That's my story.
Tim Robinson is his biggest inspiration. Thank you, Josh.
Anyone in the band excited about new music from Closure in Moscow? I can't recall the track that I used to jam like way back when in high school or like 2011, 2012, but I remember loving their voice, loving the guy's voice, the singer, and just their style. That was just like, it was like a prog rock that was just happened very quickly and just
Are they similar to Mars
Looks were
Volta
crazy.
kind of vibe?
I don't. It's
They're
kind of
like,
like
a
that.
poppy, like very
They're like-
poppy Mars Volta.
Nice.
Not
They
as,
had a song that
crazy.
come out recently that Adam you might like, but yeah, that like super like chorus just comes right in. So
Yeah. They're
they're-
pop rock and it's like really good. I love it. Like a Wolf Mother kind of thing. No.
oh yeah, I could hear
Yeah.
that. They focus more on the classic shit, but yeah.
Their first album, First Temple, was like great post-hardcore, and then their second album was like a little more psychedelic influence. So.
I like that first EP too. Sounds
Very
sick.
cool.
Vanguard. Actually, that might be it. Anthony Miranda. That might actually be it.
But yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
stuff happening in that
lot
song.
of stuff.
It was like a ton of things. Eric and Richard doubling up on that insane
Oh, that was for
stuff at the
sure
end.
the fucking most pain in the ass thing to play on the album.
You guys thought
Oh,
that was
on
hard.
my
or,
For me, it was the most pain in the ass. But yeah, that
you
thing
thought Safe House
sucked.
was hard.
But yeah, man, Good
Came out
shit.
amazing. All the layering an acoustic and clean. That's one of the hardest things on this album. Doing that everywhere, but it sounds so good.
Hell yeah.
So I'm giving away something. Yeah.
How about it? We could do another shirt. Looks like.
Okay. Jason Chestnut.
What a name!
Yo, congrats.
Go.
What a commanding name.
I will write that down.
You deserve it, bro.
Yo,
I hate how there's no like fanfare when it happens. We just kind of sit here.
Yeah, I mean, like
Jason
if
Chestnut.
we had the screen figured out a little bit more, we could share the wheel that spins
Yeah.
or whatever and screen share it. Like, it's
Nice.
fine. So yeah,
get that dopamine rush going.
I found that gasoline. You feel me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
All right, here's Pure.
So we're getting a lot of comments about the music video for Pure.
What kind of comments?
Like, Adam, how are you the main character the whole time, and why isn't it a playthrough? Yada yada yada.
Yeah, a lot of your face. Been seeing a lot of that in the comments. Why was it? Why did we do that, Adam?
Because it's the ballad, baby. Because it's the ballad. It's the inner love song. It's the self-care song.
It's the self-care song. Get you through the day song. Yeah.
Do you want to talk about? I think we talked about this on the last stream, but how working with Lazard was, and you guys meeting up like week after week to plan the entire thing, getting the location, just having him direct it, and all of his ideas and your ideas to create that video. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, the short version is when I do a video myself, it's a lot of that, just iterating on ideas until I'm happy enough with an idea to start putting it into motion and explain to you guys what stuff we need to start paying money for to book things and whatnot, and having him to help work on that with was just expedited that process and made it a lot more fun. And being on set was a lot more fun too, because we had someone else to bounce ideas off of to try and make our first kind of, well, aside from Safe House, narrative video that has a flow to it that isn't just focused on us playing our instruments, which we love to do. And I think it came out really, really sick. I'd love to do some more stuff like that where we kind of focus on vibe over just putting as many notes in there as we can. But I kind of conflated a bit of musicality with the video there. But yeah, it's just a lot of good stuff that went into this song. I like it because it used to be a very, very long song. And then for me, when I was arranging, I was listening to Architect's 2018 record, Holy Hell, and there was a lot of like heavy stuff, but it's pop music arrangement still. And it kind of clicked one day that we had a bunch of cool sections in Pure that I liked more than others. So lifting a couple of those out made it a 6-ish minute song now instead of 9. And it was another fun discovery in making this album more accessible, but not just for that sake, but because we want something fun to listen to. Yeah, super stoked with how it came out.
A lot of people are talking about, real quick, why this isn't on Amazon yet. Technically, the album isn't released yet. I guess in some parts of the world it is, but we've done the whole thing with distribution, and it's going to be on Amazon. It's going to be everywhere. You just need to wait a little bit, like literally 12 hours. You'll have it there. Let's see. Does anyone else want to talk about chilling with the big boy Lazard? We don't have that many more questions for this track.
The song itself is heavily inspired.
Werner, this is like kind of Werner's track in a way, man. A lot of the bass in this song is sick.
Yeah, the bass and piano,
overlooked.
low register lining up a lot was fun. Tracking this with him was great. For anyone who didn't see any of our other streams, like the bass, because our bassist Werner is in Europe and I'm in Boston, we recorded the whole album remotely over just like Zoom, I think it probably was. So there'd be moments where I could control his screen over that while he's recording into Logic and just doing takes, and it was a pretty streamlined process. We did about a song a day across a week and a half, and he knocked it out of the park with this one. This whole record, honestly, is a lot of bass.
Second for
oh yeah, dude, yeah. I treat it a lot like vocals when I'm writing with him, honestly. Like there's rhythms and stuff we want to get in there. A lot of vocal bass playing.
Yep. Let's see. Yeah.
Is Lazard on the album by chance? No, but that would have been a good idea, right? Someday we'll earn it because he's such a good boy.
I think we had this question that we wrote for ourselves, for James. Why is it a single?
I literally have no fucking idea why it's a single.
Best chorus on the record, baby.
Because the chorus is actually just that ballad hook.
Dude, yeah. The most fun about that is the first, it's like 3 variations for anyone who listens closely. The first one is Adam's unaltered, and then the second 2 have me like just swapping one note to like hold out a bit longer, and stuff like that happened over the whole record, and tons of variations that you guys will never hear, but it's just really fun trying to find the best ways to play across the bar line and make something that grooves. Even when a song like this, I think, is this the one in 5 a lot, I think, but again, just that groove.
Okay, I'm going to give away a. I mean, we can do a CD or a shirt. We have one more shirt to give
Yeah.
away and 2 more CDs to give away.
2 more CDs.
Yes. You pick. I have the winner. You pick the item. Should we do a CD?
All right, let's do 2 CDs then, because we
Okay.
got.
Our boy from Discord, Barack Meadow-sama, you got a CD.
Hell yes.
So good. Shout to you, just throwing yourself in on this chat to get into the drawings. So 1 CD
There it is.
for Barack Med. Oh yeah, I'm glad a Discord homie won. He's a contributor, man.
Yeah, guys, get in the Discord.
Okay, shall we, James?
Sure.
Oh, Richard is.
Somebody muted me. Was it because was my keyboard making noise?
No, do you guys really not have access to your mute button? They should be just like a video call.
No, I have access.
Yeah.
I can mute myself, but someone else muted me. So
Oh.
anyway,
Wow,
I was just gonna say, come on by the Discord, show us your cats. All right. You can mute me again.
there's a cat channel.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Yeah, that was the right one.
That's the one.
Cool.
Whoa.
I feel like we should have just gone into the next one.
Going to the next one, guys.
It'll be a vibe when it connects.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one was a demo that existed for a long ass time on as a Guitar Pro, with just like that piano loop. I think Richard, you probably remember.
Yeah.
And what's really funny about that last little like key change that leads into the next song is I think that was like is in many of our songs, it was kind of like a placeholder idea that was going to transition into something else, but it just kind of petered out, and I thought it was a nice like just color change to use instead. A lot of vocal theming, a lot of like concepts and stuff in there, similar to like our Void track on the last album, coming in hot towards the end as a palate cleanser for all this heavy stuff we're hearing. And yeah, just really, really special. Glad you guys sounds like a lot of people are vibing on it. Eric, you put in a ton of work too for those like acoustics with me, just getting, and like that clean loop stuff, similar to like Pure, just lots of like little nuancy things. And Richard just taking my direction, I guess, from the tracking was like giving me all the layers to play with for this one. Lots of fun.
Yeah, because that one was very much disassembled when we went in to do piano tracking. So it was like, here, can you just record a bunch of stuff and I'll put it together later. And then you did put it together later. When did you put this together, Sam?
Next question. No, the Void on the last record was a similar story. It was like a couple weeks before the album was out. We got that one finalized, and same with this one. It was like in the past like several days we got it up, and yeah, it's fucking beautiful. And yeah, the Where We've Been title honestly is just like it's a mishmash of themes from the album in a nice way. Lots of vocal themes, so felt like a nice nod to time passing, which is a big theme with our band because a lot of time passes when we do stuff.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right, I think we got one more shirt to give away.
Yeah, so you want to do a shirt?
Let's do it.
Go. Mushab _ALJ.
Oh yeah!
Congrats.
Boom, baby.
Big grats, dingrats.
Nailed it.
Cool. So we have, correct me if I'm wrong, but one more CD to give away before we give away the vinyl, and then we give away the kick drum head from Safe House music video.
Sure, we should just give away that CD now and do the vinyl after the next song.
Should we?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Spinning the wheel again. Back to
Let's
the
get
wheel.
that CD.
_eternal blue.
Oh hell yeah!
Very exciting.
Got that ghost cube.
All of you guys are in our DMs on IG, so I'll just
Yeah, we
find
see you.
I'll hit you up.
I see you.
Okay, cool. So 5 CDs and 3 Legend shirts have been awarded.
Claimed.
To have the vinyl and the Safe House kick drum head to give. So
Which means these are gone. Thanks for playing.
I like this question from Josh. Any shot you guys give Voyage's Rival raise expectations the retrospect treatment at some point?
No.
Definitely not with those guys.
James, you have to expand on that. Come on.
They're bad. End. Next question.
They're bad. You have to expand.
Oh,
Is it because it's Six Stream? Is that
no,
why?
no. It's
Sex
because
room?
when I listen to those songs, I cringe.
Maybe if we
I
get
wouldn't say so.
100 gifted subs.
So
Oh yeah, that's a yes.
Also, like Arrival is like mostly electronic, so I don't like really know how you would like.
Arrival. I think
we
Arrival
literally
goes hard.
covered it already.
I think Arrival still goes hard. I think
Yeah.
there's some parts in Raise Expectations that I still really like. Voyages has like the beginnings of me trying to write hooks to semi technical music.
That song has 2 tempos that don't make any sense that for some reason went together.
It's fine.
I mean, dude, the bridge of that song is still dope.
Oh yeah, that was a fun time. I think Rays would still go hard live, to be honest.
Yeah,
Like getting some Richard in there, like kind of how Legend came about. That would be like an interesting thing to do live someday when we can do deep cuts.
maybe I would say I wouldn't take Raised off the table, but
No, that's what I mean.
yeah, agreeing. Okay, do we want to move on?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Got 2 chonkers.
2 chunks.
Blessed hands, my intent was good. A common thread lies misunderstood.
Sick.
She.
Yeah, a lot of people are just going on about James, so I had to keep posting the drum playthrough.
Oh, dude, that one goes
There's
off.
a Coma playthrough. If you guys miss it, that is on our YouTube. I've reposted the link a handful of times in the chat. And then a lot of you guys were asking about La Jolla and why that song. I know isn't Coma related, but why is that song named La Jolla? And I'm going to direct that at James.
I'm bad at writing song titles. My fiance's family lives in San Diego. I wrote that song when I was in San Diego, and it was like we went and saw seals in La Jolla that day. That's literally it. Not very deep. That's it.
There it is.
That's pretty deep. It's deep to me, man.
Yeah. Influenced some lyrics. That's cool.
Would you listen to while you were seeing the seals?
It was just seals, man. Seal noises and shit. Everyone do their best seal impersonation. It was seals, and I learned an interesting fact about real estate in San Diego on the snorkeling trip. That was it. That's all we got. I saw Dr. Seuss's house.
Everyone was just going on about the lore and dropping seal emojis in the chat.
Yeah, dude.
Do you think Sig Token is lore? Get fucking ready.
Yeah. Our we'll just do a La Jolla visualizer of a seal just dancing.
Aviations break the seal.
Getting shredded by a killer whale. Too much. I'm sorry.
It's deep, like the ocean that the seals are in. Yes, correct.
That's our live intro.
Coma's pretty sick though, right?
Yeah. Why are we talking about La Jolla? Because I'm an idiot. What about Coma?
Yo, shout out to Sam's guitar solo on Coma. That shit's sick.
Right.
Yeah.
We each got one, Eric.
Yes.
We got one on the record. Yeah, I heard lots of comments on like the other songs and reactions saying, "Oh, and no guitar solo in the song. That's because everyone's doing the thing." But we each squeaked one out on this record. My favorite thing about this song is that the like the whole build section, just like the first like 2-ish minutes before we go off into that adventure metal thing, which feels like such a like fun, surprising change of pace. None of that was there originally. It was almost like a different song entirely in James' original workaround. And this is something that happens a lot when we're writing demo stuff, especially like when you're silent and working on one idea and then you give it to somebody else and they're like, I'm not so sure. Initially we might be like, oh, well, you know, like I worked really hard on this. What's happening? Like, but after like a couple listens, they'll come around and be like, oh, well, I can probably work something out. And then James was able to take all the themes from the end of the song and work them into the beginning of the song. And it made it like this perfect cohesive thing that is just like Aviations on steroids now. So like, I'm super happy I was able to. I'm so glad I inspired him. No, he like really like brought this fucking song home, and it was just a joy to put together after that.
Hell yeah.
Well, we've got one more. I have to give away vinyl, but any more questions, guys, about Coma while we're here?
Well, it wasn't our sheet we were talking about it. I ended up actually mixing this song because Adam Bentley, who helped with the rest of the record so graciously with his time dealing with our mix notes and all, he was on tour with Archeco when we had to put this song out, and we wanted to expedite the process, so I hopped in, and yeah, it was just a big learning experience through this whole album, getting the sound and learning a bunch of new things that we can apply to any music. So this and the previous song, kind of a bundle together of me doing stuff.
Why is it called Coma, Sam?
Do you remember when we named this? And the
I remember
last track?
I remember coming up with the word like coma.
Yeah, we were vibing on the lyrics, and whether it was you or me, we just kind of like collectively were like, oh, this is like a cool thing in the theme of single note song, or single note, keep mixing up names, single word song names, or like simple things, so it's not a lot to remember. Yeah, the whole vibe of this song is just that like manic, stressful state you get in when you're trying to focus really hard on doing like art or creative work or just anything you do in like at the highest level possible, and you don't want to like disappoint people, and it can be a detriment to your health. But yeah, so it's a funny, like, or funny, not necessarily the right word, but it's all like very self-referential.
It's a pretty raw like word, I guess, to use to represent even inner turmoil.
Yeah,
Within writing
definitely.
for this music, like
This album
it's not
killed
all
us.
roses and sunshine all the time.
Yeah, this is
Writing
not something we can
this
just
track,
like
it's not-
do
it's
any
not-
day of the week.
Yeah, it's not always a fun experience trying to figure this stuff out, and this song kind of talks about that.
But we know it'll be sick when it's done.
What's the process like for sequencing an album like this? What was the last piece of the order to change? So Sam, you probably in the back of your head the entire time had a track list. Like probably a year ago, you already knew what you wanted.
Yeah, I think the main thing that changed, and James had a really good call on that, was keeping Safe House and Legend together. Because I think once the videos kind of came across as a
Right.
package deal, just keeping them as like banger. And the way it'll be arranged on for all those you who pre-ordered the vinyl, it's a really nice like collection of stuff. We have like the first 3 tracks on the first side, and then it gets heavy and dark with Legend Loya and Pine Nut and Exploratory's Place. Then you get Pure and the interlude as almost this like one movement, and then Coma and Blink being this last final like epic full thing. It's also how they had to fit on the record, but because of how vinyl works. But it was a cool way to like kind of break it up, that hour, into 4 movements.
Speaking of vinyl, y'all gonna do a turntable giveaway for the folks that bought vinyl just because? Hey, I am
not a bad
entered
idea.
into that giveaway because I bought vinyl from my own band.
I did too, because
We're just
want
gonna
one.
rig the contest and send me the turntable.
Are we giving away a turntable though?
No.
let's be clear, just to be sure. Yeah. Oh,
Funny question still. Why is there not a single bad song on this album?
Eric, why?
It just worked out like that, you know.
I'll take it.
Casual, just happened.
It just happens.
Okay, are y'all ready to jam out to Blink? Are we still in the chat? We still have 96 people in here.
Yeah. Still hanging
And
out for now.
songs that you guys have already heard. So.
I have a dumb question. Did we give away that vinyl?
Oh, we still have to give
We
away.
forgot.
Right. We almost. Hey, we still got time. Yeah.
We got time. We're
we
chilling.
almost gave it away. Forgot to give it away.
Time.
Okay, the wheel is spinning.
The wheel. This is the one, boys. Music. You're about to get the music.
Oh, it is Kongu. Discord help me again.
Damn. Coming in at the 11th hour. Well deserved.
36, man.
Hey, grats, man.
That's some serendipitous shit.
Oh, somebody's asking me what's my favorite snack. Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Is that
Palm
because it's the
Cinnamon
taste you can
Toast
see?
Crunch.
You've been watching a lot of Sam Schulich, but
Dude, actually, yeah, that kid's hilarious, man.
eating the bowls of CT Crunch, man.
Dude, but I
Call
get
me
the
Cinnamon
pebbles,
Toast
man.
Crunch.
Guys,
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I get the pebble one. They make little pebbles now.
What?
They're great, bro. Trust me. And I can eat them faster, dude.
I need to be able to eat efficiently, and I can eat them faster.
I can ingest them faster.
I can eat 2 servings of it, like, in 30 seconds.
This is
Anyway.
if we're doing this is worth it. If anyone lives in an area where you can still get honey nut shredded wheat at your grocery
Ooh.
store, please let me know. I will pay for a pallet. I haven't seen it in a decade, and it's the best. So that's all. Okay.
I do not anything is a solid
Nice.
bet. Anyway, congrats, Kongu. You got the vinyl. No
Congrats,
turntable.
Congrats, bro.
Real quick, what was the inspo behind the name Luminaria?
Oh, I love how fast this came about. We were working so hard on an album name for like ever. It's always been in the back of our minds. We had docs and ideas, and Adam and I had all these lyrics. And then Werner came into a chat one day and was like, "I heard Luminaria recently. I thought that was pretty cool."
Yeah. He just comes in randomly and it's like drops the name, and Sam like, I don't know.
The
Started
synapse
firing
is
off
fired.
on what Werner said. It was like, oh my god, this works out so perfectly. Yada yada yada
Yeah,
yada.
you know all those scenes in
Okay.
Jimmy Neutron where you go in his brain and it like that's pretty much I
Brain
was just like,
You had a brain blast against Werner's recommendation.
yeah, like it was my idea. No, like just that it was. He came up with something so beautifully simple and that like just had the right vibe. I think it hits the nail on the head with the warmth and all the cool stuff that this album does, and it's memorable.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure there's no other questions before we get.
And we
go
got
out and talk.
werned. That's right. In that moment, I was werned.
You got werned. Yes. Okay. You want to hit it, James?
See you on the other side.
We
Whoa.
did it.
All right. Do we have any remaining questions before we give away the Safe House kick drum head and log off for the night and get some sleep? I have one here. Someone asked in the middle of the song, what song are you most excited to play live? What vocal parts do we need to learn? AKA, what vocal parts do we need to learn? I feel like Safe House is going to go crazy just because it's got the hook. For me, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Doing this one live though, now that I've vibed on it again. It's just
Yeah.
like it's gonna pop off once those like dancey things happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a like thick combination of all of our tones too.
Yeah, I remember demoing like the first 2 minutes and 30 seconds of that, and just I don't know. I remember you had it. You also had that demo bounce. It was like Buzz Lightyear to Star Command or something.
Oh yeah, literally just the outro.
And I wrote this in a comment on Blink release day Instagram post. It was like, when World of Warcraft re-released Classic WoW, listen to that in Stranglethorn Vale, slaying animals.
The
for
gators.
literally 3 hours. Just I listened to this 2-minute segment of music for 3 hours straight, just fucking killing
Alligators.
panthers, lions, and it was like the most fun I've ever had.
Yeah, but even just compositionally, like this one has a lot of years behind it too. I think it was like a demo of some kind called Melody, and it was like just vibes and like drums and piano for a while. And then James, you and Richard workshopped it a lot to bring it to the finish line, like, right?
Yeah, I remember we worked on that one on tour a bit. Because I remember like when I was driving and James would like lean forward with his laptop and his Guitar Pro and be like, "What about this?"
Didn't we have the aux cable like into the van too?
Yeah, and working on this one at like, was it at Megan's parents' house? Did they have an upright? Somewhere there was an upright. I was practicing like those opening licks and trying to figure out what would work.
There's a photo of it. It was that
Yeah.
fucking beer festival we played. There was an upright there.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Because I just remember I was like, I hadn't washed my clothes in like 2 weeks, and I had like one pair of socks left that were like super long. So I was wearing like short shorts and these goofy ass long socks. And there's like a photo of us like on my laptop on a floor somewhere, just like working on it.
Yeah.
We got really cool beer glasses from that, and I lost mine immediately. Yo, James, you clearly write melodically and rhythmically very well. Because I hope everyone knows now that like James is probably the biggest musical contributor to the band. Which do you like vibe more with, melody or rhythm, or does it matter?
I think it just depends on the part. Yeah, it just depends on the part. I don't generally like try and like do one or the other. I think there should be a combination of both. But I don't think like, I mean, like with Suga, right? Like I don't think do they have melodies? It's just like all rhythm, and like that obviously is like connects with a lot of people. And then there's like things like I don't know, like video game music where it's like all melody, which also connects with people. So I think it's just kind of like what side of the bed you woke up on that morning.
I think because your melodies have good rhythm out of the gate, it's like just way more interesting stuff to hear. Like Eric and I were talking about this earlier, just like the fact that like when we're doing a Guitar Pro demo, James can write drums to program music that sound like a drummer would do it, just like right off the bat. So it just like makes it immediately more interesting. So that DNA is like in everything.
What's the lyrics about on that one? Somebody asked it.
Blinking.
So that one's kind of
it's a mishmash of a lot of things.
a mismatch of a lot of things. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Would you say it's a
first-
mismatch of a lot of things?
So here, I will start. I talked about the 2.5 minute demo that I originally sent, right?
Yeah.
Retail investors, Robinhood, the stock investment app, taking control of the app and being able to pause it for your everyday trader.
Yeah.
because the big banks were getting fucked over and the big investment firms were getting fucked over. So like that sell first, selfish rot thing. There's like a couple of the elephants, like there's a couple of those words thrown in there about trading and whatever stocks and shit like that. Sort of this weird like protest song coming in, but then it ties into Safe House because of mass media and I don't know. And then it kind of devolves, not devolves, but evolves into, okay, let's try and bring back the rest of the album into a theme of sorts. So
It
So
doesn't
what's your,
feel so specific though. It's cool. It's a vibe.
yeah, it doesn't. It's still kind of general, but
So what's your top 5 stock picks for 2024?
you don't want to listen to me, man. You don't want to listen. I'm not the person to go to for that.
All right.
Um,
Are we giving away this drum head or?
yeah, I mean, if you guys don't have
I
any
don't know, do we have to?
It's white.
So funny thing is, so I spun the wheel twice.
Sell it, James. Sell it.
It's
So I already
white.
know the winner.
Adam, shut up. James is selling it.
It says Snowfishayavana.
Snoopy.
I'm gonna be really
Russian
fucking
vodka.
honest with y'all. It doesn't sound very good. There's no porthole. If you want to make your own, I suggest using the O.
Sell yourself, James.
And it's made by drumart.com right here. Can we get a zoom on that? Use your head is the tagline for this company. If you want to call them and complain about the quality of this drum head, you can call at 877-DRUM-ART, whatever that is in numbers, or reach them at www.drumart.com. Use your head is the tagline, and yeah, really, really glad that Sam spell checked this one before he printed it, and yeah, I used it for about like 20 minutes, so it's eBay like new.
It's mint.
It's been in our family for generations.
It's been used for 20 minutes, but it's been sitting up in the corner of my studio for like 2 years. So whatever that does to the quality of a drum head. But yeah, here it
Okay,
is.
so I have spun the wheel already. I accidentally spun it after coma twice. So
Coma twice.
the winner is
Double coma.
Psycho Faint.
Ooh.
Here it is in the chat.
About to go nuts.
Gotta go nuts. Congrats.
Hell
You
yeah.
are the winner of a piece of Aviation's history.
Congrats, Psycho.
Lore.
Getting that proximity effect.
It wasn't
Yeah.
until
Ooh, I like
August
that.
Oh,
31st,
congrats,
2023
Psycho.
That Psycho Faint won the drum head. The world was changed forever.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right,
All
we
right.
left that bonus track.
We've been spamming links, guys. Join our Discord. If you have Amazon Prime and you are not using your free Twitch sub and you want to fund more music videos and things
There you
from this band, just shoot us a sub. We can't promise anything with the Twitch, but that it would be very charitable and kind of you.
Yeah, we'll be back here over
be
the course of the next few months. Like, we want to keep promoting stuff for this record. We have Producer Pack available that Eric and I have worked tirelessly on and are still going to be updating for anyone who's already purchased. So we'll be back to like kind of break down some songs and go over some stuff with you guys. Since I mixed some of the tracks on this album, I'd be super down to do some like mix walkthroughs if that's something anyone's into, whether you just want to hear things broken down or actually get some insight into the production. And yeah, anything.
We don't have a sub button. Sorry.
No, see, that's what I wasn't sure.
Okay.
Is that on Twitch?
Yeah.
We have a sub button on Twitch.
I don't know what the rules are. Maybe we guess we don't have enough followers or something these days. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's the frequency at which we stream is just too low, or to sub or something. We'll figure it out. I mean, if you like, we're gonna move to Discord and chat about what you guys want us to do, and if it involves Twitch, we'll figure out ways to do streams and whatnot. I play a lot of Rocket League. I play Counter Strike. Maybe
He's
we
a
do some of
gamer.
those things. I'm a little gamer, bro.
Fucking
Gamer
nerd.
boy.
Yeah, or Sam can do an informative, educational thing with the tracks, and
It'll be very
guitar
formal.
with the tracks.
I'll wear a suit.
I do
Just
streams.
Yeah.
I do streams where I stare at white. Like I listen to white noise for like 5 hours, and I just sit in a dark room. So if you guys want to check that out, hit me up.
And then the main will pop. Hour 5.
Adam and I are both like Camp 2. Unless wait, have you hit GC yet?
I have, but I haven't.
You
hung
have.
around
Oh,
there,
pardon
dude.
me. Okay.
I can't
Yeah.
chill at GC though. It's
Adam
like
and I have both
cheering.
been like Champ 2 for a long time in Rocket League and have never played together. So,
Mhm. That'd be a fun stream.
if we get enough people.
I've never played, but I
Maybe-
would wreck both you guys. I know that.
Maybe we just do a boxing match. Maybe I fly out to you and we just box in a ring and televise it.
Yeah.
How does that work?
James
that.
is gonna live stream his wedding, so
Yeah, right.
That's something.
That's an
that's pretty neat.
exclusive party, dude.
okay.
No, we'll make
You
that
guys
happen.
aren't
You
even going
say
to
that,
that.
but watch this.
All right. Well, we appreciate you guys a fuck ton. We started with 140 people. And I'm pretty sure it teetered between 120 and 140 for 80% of the stream.
Yeah, insane.
Before Coma and Blink got on there, which everyone's already heard, and we're still at like 90 right now. So we're very thankful. I hope all of you guys have a great night. Enjoy the new music. Yeah, new era.
Pick it up tomorrow.
We'll be in the Discord.
Yeah, I guess we'll start the next album tomorrow, right, guys?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right.
All right.
Take it easy, everyone.
Peace, y'all.